Hey guys, welcome back to another review, and Nextorch have released a new blue version of their Pioneer multi-tool, and I've reviewed this one before. Actually reviewed it a couple of times. Initially they had just this version here, this sort of stone washed kind of stainless steel version. Then they released this amazing kind of red version. So yeah, this is a little close-up of their new version, and I thought I'd make another video for those of you who maybe don't know much about this tool, or maybe have missed out on my last few videos. And basically this is a 14-in-1 multi-tool. It's got all the usual features. So you've got like your screwdriver in there, you've got a couple of blades, one is actually a saw, a wood saw, and you know, the coolest thing is that you've got these what they call rescue shears. So it's kind of targeted towards law enforcement, emergency services personnel. So if you need to cut through maybe paracord, seat belts, that sort of thing. They've even managed to fit in a full set of pliers in there as well. Go through each of those in a bit more detail. But they've also got this little feature here, push down, and it's what they call a plastic handcuffs cutter. So again, for those working in law enforcement, this could be pretty useful for you. It just saves you potentially injuring someone if you can just slip it over the actual piece of material itself and press down to cut. And this new blue coating feels a little different from the red coating. It's of course high quality. It's got a really kind of matte appearance, and there's a bit more texture when comparing it to the red version. You see the red version is just a lot smoother, whereas there's less shine on the blue version. And there just seems to be a bit more kind of texture on there as well. And yeah, I really like it. It's applied evenly, doesn't feel plasticky. And the Nextorch Pioneer is using this antique sort of finish on all of the individual tools. And Nextorch say that it's a darkening and stone washing process that also increases the durability of the tool. This is the box that the Nextorch Pioneer comes in, and you can see it comes also with a 10-year warranty. Nextorch also provides some information on the stainless steel grade that they're using. So they've just listed 50 CR15 MOV, 30 CR13 with YG8 coating. Here's a little close-up of all three versions of the Nextorch Pioneer. And yeah, the original version does have a much more low-key look to it. The other two do look pretty awesome though, with these different colors. Okay, so I want to go through all the features of the Nextorch Pioneer, and let's start off firstly with the most unique one here on the side, the plastic handcuffs cutter, or the zip tie cutter. And yeah, basically you've got this latch here that you press down to unlock it, you push down like that to close, and that's so that you can sort of slip it over the top of those zip ties, press down and cut. That way you're not using an actual blade that could injure someone, could injure yourself especially. So yeah, I think that's a pretty cool little device, especially if you're someone in law enforcement and you want to reduce the risk of injury. I know some people on my previous reviews have commented on the Nextorch Pioneer saying that this tool is pretty much useless to them, but yeah, again, you know, from the feedback I've received in the comments from law enforcement personnel, they do find it to be quite a useful little tool. And let's go through some of the others. So you've got the normal blade here on the side, and it's got a locking mechanism as well. So when you open it up, it will, you know, just sort of latch on like that. You just got to press down to close it. On the other side, you've got a wood saw, and this is probably for like smaller branches, smaller bits and pieces. Would have been nice if it was a bit longer. And same thing, you've got this latch there, this locking mechanism that you can press to close. And here you have got this like cutting hook here on the side there. You'd probably be able to cut some paracord and stuff with it. Probably also be good as a box opener, like a makeshift sort of box opener. And there is also this here, this screwdriver on the side. All right, flathead screwdriver. And something you can do is move this tool out to 90 degrees, and then you can actually remove the flathead screwdriver. I think initially Nextorch were going to release some accessories that you could put in there. So yeah, let's see what they come up with next. But basically push that down and there you go. That will lock in place again. You've got a ruler on the back there and a nice little clip if you want to clip that thing directly onto your belt or in the corner of your pocket. Now opening up the tool, you've got those rescue shears, those scissors here. They're really tough, and I mean these things are insane. You can cut through paracord, seat belts. You can even cut through bits of metal with it as well, and you can actually see up close the edges of the scissors are kind of like serrated in there as well. On the other side of the tool here, you can pull out a full set of pliers. You do have to close up the other end like that, but once it's closed up, you can see here it operates fine. Just feels a little bit funny in the hand just due to the larger handle there. So normal needle nose pliers, and you've got some wire cutting edges in there as well. Okay, so some considerations that I want to go through about the Nextorch Pioneer. So basically, you know, it is a little larger than my other multi-tools, as you can see. Okay, especially the Leatherman Wave. I'll just bring that up a touch closer. Okay, especially when you put it sideways like that, you can see the difference. But they weigh pretty much, pretty similar. I mean, 268 grams for the Nextorch Pioneer and 241 grams for the Leatherman Wave Plus. So yeah, it's not really that much heavier. The second consideration is that the saw and the blade is a touch shorter than I would like. So if we compare like this, the saw compared to the one on my Leatherman, you know, you get a little bit more travel. Okay, it's not huge, but I do find it makes a difference when you're maybe cutting through thicker bits of wood. Here's the other blade as well, and this is where you kind of have quite a large difference. So yeah, that blade is definitely a lot shorter. I still think it's pretty cool that they've managed to fit in a saw and a normal blade in there, considering that you've got those large pair of scissors and pliers. The third consideration is that the Nextorch Pioneer has some very specific tools like the zip tie cutter, the oxygen tank wrench, which you might not use. The fourth consideration is that it's not as comfortable as normal pliers when you're opening them up and using them. Okay, it's still perfectly, perfectly fine, but compared to, say, some normal multi-tool like this one here, it's a lot easier. Just feels a lot more balanced in the hand. It's not a deal breaker though. I just wish Nextorch had put in some ceramic glass breaking beads on this multi-tool, maybe just on the top of something here, like on the clip. I think that would really fit into the search and rescue law enforcement theme of this multi-tool. Overall, the Nextorch Pioneer is one of the most unique multi-tools that I've seen out there, and I really like how they've taken a different approach with the Pioneer by fitting in both these full-size pair of pliers and a solid pair of scissors / rescue shears. I think that's going to be so useful in an emergency to cut through seat belts, cords, even tougher materials like metal. I think that whether you're a camper, hiker, climber, working in emergency services, the Pioneer would be perfect for you. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and if you have any questions as well, just write them down below and I'll get back to you. If you want to get a pair of these, go ahead and check out the link in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, do me a big favor and click the like button. Perhaps share it with a friend. This would help me to kind of get my video out to more people. And if you want to see more gear reviews, make sure you subscribe. I'm here with the Nextorch Pioneer, and it comes with this nice little holster here, which just attaches onto the belt. And you can see there's a little button clip there, or you can thread it through your belt. And you've got this Velcro attachment, and they've just released their blue version of the Pioneer. And I mean, this thing feels really tough. The coating somehow feels more durable than the red version.
I'll just bring it up a little bit closer. You can see there's a little bit of texture on this. So you've got the ruler, got a few different features. You've got the normal blade there. You've got a saw, a wood saw, plastic handcuffs, cutter. What else have we got? We've got a kind of cutting hook there. There's a screwdriver behind as well. It's a flathead screwdriver and oxygen tank wrench. I think I mentioned the ruler. I like that they've included a clip here as well. So for those of you who just want to carry it around with you, put it on your pocket, on the edge of your belt, that kind of thing, it's pretty good. So you can open it up and you see here it's got these really strong cutting blades, and these are what they call their rescue shears. So you can cut through seat belts, you can cut through sticks, and you can even cut through thinner coins with this. And check this out, if you open it up on this side as well, you get a full set of pliers. You got to close it all up like that. It does feel a little bit different to use than a normal set of pliers due to just the imbalance on this side, but you know what, it's still pretty decent. In the center you can see there's some cutting blades for wire, that kind of thing. So let's put this all back together, and I've got the main sort of rescue shears here, and I've got some sticks, so let's sort of cut through some of these, see what happens. You know, that's gone pretty well. That's about a centimeter thick, that bit of stick there. Okay, so you're not going to be able to obviously cut through, you know, this whole branch. That's here, it's probably pushing it. I'm going to use two hands. Yeah, you can sort of do that. It's pretty effective at just trimming little bits off like that, like easily. Of course, those thicker ones, like I said, do require a bit of extra strength. Let's put this away and test out some of the other bits and pieces. Maybe we'll get the saw out. And these blades have a locking mechanism here, so as soon as you open them up completely, it locks into place. It will not close on you. You've got to press down on this bit here to fold back in like that. So okay, the only thing is that I do find the saw blade a little bit too short. If you're looking to cut anything serious, smaller branches you're fine, but anything like that, as you can see, the blade isn't going to have really much travel running through there. So, but let's just cut through this and see what happens. Certainly taking a while. I'll just move it along. Okay, we'll pull out the normal blade now, and again, it's a little bit shorter than other multi-tool blades, but it's still going to be pretty useful. Where is that old stick that I had before? I don't know, that might have been part of it. Okay, now obviously, like, these sticks are quite dry. If you've got like fresh sort of green kind of wood, it's going to cut through a lot easier. But it's taking little chunks out of the wood without any issues at all. If you want to create some wood shavings, it'll be pretty easy to do that. Oop. Yeah, obviously I would prefer a larger blade, but still doing its job well.